If you've come across a great news clip, the best thing to do is to upload it to Grabien. After being approved, it will be seen by the hundreds of producers that use Grabien. To do so, click that upload file link that I just clicked, and I'm going to show you how to go through this process step by step. First thing you want to do is select the file that you'd like to upload. The file I'm uploading is an interview that Rand Paul just conducted with CNBC. So it just happened, so I'm going to put in today's date. And these are all the different types of metadata that we use to help organize the media that is in Grabien's database. So as you're filling out this information, you can hover over these question marks and they'll give you reminders as to the type of information that you're supposed to put in these fields. So the summary is basically the headline of the clip. What's really being said here, what's important, what's newsworthy. In this clip, Rand Paul is talking with CNBC about a deal he's trying to hatch with Harry Reid about a tax holiday on foreign profits. So I would just put in here, Rand Paul pitches deal with Harry Reid for tax holiday on foreign profits. Kind of generic, but for the purposes of a demonstration, it should suffice. Now, subjects, I like to put in everybody who is discussed in the clip, as well as the people who are doing the discussing. So, Rand Paul, and he was interviewed by Sarah Eisen, so choose her. And by the way, once you start to type in a name, most of the conventional people in politics and the news are already in Grabien's database. So once you start typing a name, it should come up in this drop-down menu. And you want to always do that. You want to select the name there instead of typing it in yourself, thus lessening the chances of a misspelling and creating an accidental duplicate entry. So now we have the two people being discussed and the interviewer. And I also like to put in the network here. They are talking about tax reform, so I'll put that in. Okay, the source is CNBC. The show is called Squawk Alley. So again, I'm choosing from the drop down here. The featured person, Sarah Eisen, is conducting the interview, and she's speaking with Rand Paul. The event is an interview. And that's what it's going to be most of the time. It's either going to be an interview, a speech, a press conference, a news report. Those are basically the four main events that we're using. Occasionally there's raw news footage. The other day, Tracy Morgan was in a tragic accident. The AP took some footage of the wreck, so that was just raw news footage. But for the most part, it's usually an interview, press conference. Sometimes we'll do a panel if it's like 5 people speaking at once, or a speech. So those are the main categories. We try to keep them as consolidated as possible so as to avoid confusion. Location, Rand Paul was in a different location from Sarah Eisen, so in this case, I'm not going to put a location at all. The link, if I got this video from an internet source, then I would post the URL here. However, I got it directly from CNBC, so I'm going to click that indicating it didn't come from online. For the transcript field, I haven't written one yet, but you should if you have the time, because then you get the full 50% of every purchase of your content. If you're racing to post the clip as soon as possible because you've got something from a breaking news event, then you might want to go ahead and skip the transcript. You can always fill it in later after the clip posts. But if it's something you've worked a little bit harder on and it's not as time sensitive, then you should probably go ahead and fill out the transcript. And that's all there is to it. As you can see, it didn't take me very long. I can actually do it about 10 times as fast when I'm not talking. And then after I hit submit, the staff will review it. I'll get an email notifying me that the file was approved, or in some rare cases rejected, and if it is rejected, we'll explain why, and then you can probably resubmit it, and then shortly thereafter you'll see it on the site. So thanks for watching. Looking forward to your clips.